If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian Casa here, aka JediBro95, coming at you guys with another video. So in this video, guys, I want to go over what I believe to be the best selections for the pre-order content that we will be getting for Madden 23. Now, keep in mind a couple of things before we get into this video. Number one, if you are making a theme team with the specific players that are on these specific theme teams, obviously go ahead and pick up the player for that specific theme team. Like, for example, Montez Sweat. If you're making a Washington Commanders theme team, obviously pick up him for your Washington Commanders theme team. Just a natural, obvious no-brainer. And secondly, for the all Madden players that we're going to get to, you know, the Barry Sanders, Micah Parsons, Cam Chancellor, and Cooper Kupp, those are no longer available to be pre-ordered. So you do get them if you pre-ordered before the 22nd of July. However, if you pre-ordered after the 22nd, let's say you were to pre-order the game right now, you cannot get any of the all Madden players or any selection of those. So in this video, guys, I'm going to go over these ones for the offensive and defensive elite player that everybody can still pick up even now. And then what I think is the best. And I'm going to go over what I think is the best for the all Madden selections. And continuing on, guys, before we continue on to get to the actual meat and potatoes of this video, I do want to apologize for the lack of videos over the summer. It really hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. Normally, I would talk about things if they're there. If they are there at the moment, but unfortunately there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. You know, we got the pre-order stuff, and we also did get actually some new ratings and whatnot, which I actually will make a video on. You know, it'll be a little bit out of order, so you might see this video before or after the new ratings videos that came out and my thoughts on those ratings. But first off, let's start off with the elite player pack. So every single person will be able to get an 83 overall elite player. So Montez Sweat is the first one we're going to look at. So he's coming in at 80 speed and 83 acceleration with 83 finesse move, 78 block shed. You know, he's okay. He's actually really great to start the year. You know, 80 speed off the edge to start the year, I think is a very, very, very underrated thing about this card. And the 83 finesse move, I think, is going to be one of the higher ones in the game. Then we move on to the next one, which is going to be Jabril Peppers for the Patriots. So 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 83 zone, 84 hit power, 80 man. So, you know, coverage-wise, this card is looking really, really great to start the year, especially with the little bit of speed. Like, not the highest of speeds. He's only going to have 82. But if you play him in, like, a hook curl or a flat, I think he'll be just fine, personally. And I don't think everybody's gonna have like the fastest, like I don't think people are gonna have like the everyone's gonna pick like the Jalen Waddle or whatnot. Not everybody is gonna pick that card, but majority of people will. So, but obviously, you know, this card is really, really good for that sense. And then we have the Isaiah Simmons, 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 82 zone, 80 hit power, 71 block shed, and obviously the biggest caveat is he is a linebacker. Now, obviously, you know, linebackers don't jump unless they have the lurker ability. Again, I don't understand why they just don't fix that, but it seems like it's going to be that way again this year. Now, keep in mind, I'm picking these based on what I remember from the beta, and in the beta, linebackers didn't jump without lurkers. So, obviously, I still think this card is really, really good. You know, I still think he's a good pick up regardless. You know, he's 6'4". He's gonna be he's gonna be solidly fast in the box. He's gonna have some speed on him. He's some zone on him. I mean, he's gonna have a little bit of hit power, not too much. But honestly, though, if I were to be honest, I think the best one is going to be, my personal opinion, is going to be Jabril Peppers. He has the better speed out of all of these guys. Maybe not Isaiah Simmons, but he's similar in that stats. However, what makes this card better for me is he's got 80 man and 80 zone right away, and he has the hit power that Isaiah Simmons does not have. The pursuit isn't there, obviously, but, you know, playing him as a deep safety, playing him as a safety in the flats, or in a hook curl in a cover 3, I think this card is going to be very, very good. I would actually recommend you pick up the Jabril Peppers instead of the Montez Sweat. Now, if you want the pass rusher Montez Sweat, I wouldn't blame you. I think this one is also a very, very good decision. I would steer as far away from the Isaiah Simmons as possible, simply because of how the game played in the beta, and with that situation. So now let's look at the offensive ones. So the first one is going to be DeAndre Swift for the Lions. So we got 82 speed, 84 acceleration on him, 80 break tackle, but only a 78 carrying. Plus, for myself personally, running backs are a dime a dozen. You can literally replace your running back within 2 weeks and you'll be fine. Like, you won't miss a beat. I don't really hold running backs very high in my team construction. I use them as backfield receivers most of the time. Sometimes they will run the ball for me, but I don't really run the ball like that. So I don't really value the running back position like that. And even if I were to, I would prefer the bigger, bulkier backs that can push through. Now they do have the new 360 cuts feature in the game, and I think that could be very useful for the smaller, shiftier backs. But until I see otherwise, I am a big, girthy, meaty, pound it through and type of guy. Pause. Then we have Lamar Jackson, 85 speed, 85 play action, 82 on the run, 81 throw under pressure, solid accuracy stats at throw power. This Lamar Jackson is great. They did actually change his archetype this year to a scrambler, which is one that is a bit of a demotion in terms of the actual archetype itself, because scramblers are worse than improvisers. But it makes sense because Lamar is a scrambling QB. But that being said, though, I do think this Lamar Jackson is still very, very good. I really, really, really like this Lamar Jackson, especially for the speed. If you like to, mix in some read options with your QB, you like doing some quarterback design runs, maybe you like using the Ravens playbook, for example, because the Ravens playbook is full of QB runs. This is the card for you. And then lastly, we have Jalen Waddle, 86 speed, 81 catching, 81 route running for a short and mid, and then 79 deep route running. Obviously, for me personally, I would obviously recommend Jalen Waddle. I think he's just fantastic of a card overall. I think this card is just incredible. 86 speed at launch is going to be probably one of, if not the fastest receivers in the game. If not the fastest receiver in the game. I doubt that, because there is Tyreek Hill and there is Jamar Chase. And can I just say, the Dolphins theme team early on is looking like a very, very, very scary theme team to start with. But I do like the Jalen. I think definitely go with the Jalen Waddle. But you also have to ask yourself, do you think you're going to get an elite QB come the launch, right? Like, do you think you're going to be able to get that Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Pat Mahomes? Are you willing or do you see yourself right away getting those upper elite quarterbacks? And if you don't see that, then I would definitely recommend Lamar as your pick, because Lamar does a lot of good things. His accuracies may not be the greatest, compared to a lot of other quarterbacks, but the speed is definitely there. And the throw power, he can make some throws in the game very early on that a lot of other quarterbacks could do. And to be completely honest, that's all you really need out of your quarterbacks, to make some good throws and, especially with Lamar, run around and get some good separation. DeAndre Swift, unless you're a Lions fan, I would definitely recommend not picking up. I don't think this DeAndre Swift is very, very good overall. So that is it for the elite player positions. Now we move on to the overall all Madden players. So we're going to start off with Barry Sanders. 86 speed, excel, change of direction, 85 break tackle, 85 change of direction, 87 agility, only an 83 carrying, so that's not much, that's a bit better than DeAndre Swift, and only a 65 catching. He does come with evasive in the first for his card, because remember, all these cards will get a special baked in ability for cheaper AP compared to everybody else. So Barry Sanders will get maybe 2 AP, maybe 1 AP evasive. I don't remember how much it is. It was in the beta. I did not play the MUT beta that much. I genuinely looked at it for maybe about 20-30 minutes, and it was turned off from it because I just did not like what it was. But Barry Sanders looks very solid there. I would honestly argue, though, Barry is the worst out of the 4. I honestly would argue Barry is worst out of the 4 because of the fact that, again, he is a running back, and running backs to me are replaceable in and of itself. And honestly, looking at these other ones, I think they're just so much better because we look at the next ones. First off is Kam Chancellor, 85 speed, 87 excel, 87 zone, 88 hit power at launch. This is incredible stats all the way around. Keep in mind, he is 6'3" and he does get Enforcer. So that is insane to me when you think about like the fact that he gets all this plus the Enforcer ability in the beginning. And I would say Kam is definitely one of the best two. I think the best one, we'll get to that one in a bit. Actually, we'll get to it right now. The next one is Cooper Kupp, 84 speed, 87 catching, 86 short and mid route run. Now, the thing is, he does get Slot Apprentice. However, with Slot Apprentice and with how great pass rush is in Madden 23, you can have those corners, posts, and crossing routes all you want. But will you have the time to throw those consistently? Will you have the time to throw those deep crossers, those slot posts, or those corner routes? And that makes me wonder if Cooper Kupp is definitely the best pick. Now, I do think he is the best pick, but I'm second guessing myself is what I'm trying to say. I do think he is a good pick, and I do definitely think he is the best, but I'm second guessing myself to where I'm like, I don't know if I would have him or Kam or even this next one, which is going to be or Micah, which is going to be next. Micah, 86 speed, 85 excel, not very high block shed, 87 finesse move though is pretty damn good. However, the lurker ability is what really makes this card not very good. I don't understand why this is lurker. Well, first off, I don't understand why he's a pass coverage linebacker. In my opinion, he should be a pass rusher, like a speed rusher or a power rusher. I don't think he should be a pass coverage. The 87 finesse move is really, really, really high. Well, actually, for negative, they put lurker on him instead of a pass rush ability, which can be okay. I mean, lurker definitely is an ability you need on your linebackers if you need them to jump in any way, shape, or form. Still don't understand why, but hey, here we are. And Micah is gonna be solid in that aspect. But the thing I also want to ask is, would you have Micah with the lurker and the 87 finesse move, or would you rather have the Kam with the 87 zone and the 88 hit power that doesn't need lurker to jump? Me personally, I would take Kam. Obviously, like, I'm being a little biased for myself personally. I am taking Kam. I am taking absolutely 100% taking Kam Chancellor, okay? He is my pick. He is my guy. That is who I'm rocking with. But in a vacuum, if you're not rocking any of these theme teams, I would probably go with Cooper just because that slot apprentice is so valuable, especially at the beginning of the year. It is so valuable and so important. However, if you don't need receivers or you don't want the Cooper Kupp because you think, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, you have like guys like Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, then maybe go with Kam Chancellor, or maybe go with Kam. I would recommend Kam for number 2. Third one, I would definitely say Micah. And then obviously Barry, I would just stay away from. So, but that is going to be it, guys. Those are the players that I would recommend you pick for the Madden 23. My apologies. For Madden 23's pre-order. Do you agree or disagree, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. So the next one is going to be a bit of a longer video, guys. I'm going to be talking about who I think are the best selections for rookie premieres. So keep it all out for that video, guys. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.